The pandemic has changed how family court works. That can leave parents confused and frustrated. So we have Daniel Cuneo from Cordell Cordell. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So what are some of the challenges you're seeing as courts try to protect families from COVID-19?
Well, during this unprecedented time, there's several challenges that we're seeing pop up with current clients and then potential clients coming in. And one of the first biggest challenge is going to be the exchange of visitation and custody while during quarantine. And one of the tips that we like to suggest is we really want families to use their best efforts to make very few changes to the normal schedule of custody exchanges. And this is an important time, and it's not only stressful and scary for the parents, but it is the same for the children too. So we want to make sure that we're being consistent, but equally as important, we want to make sure that the parents have the same access that they had pre-COVID during COVID. And if there's any issues or concerns, then we always suggest that you reach out and speak with an attorney immediately.
Well, that's a good point as well. So we move to how should parents document communications, especially now that a lot more of it coming from the courts or coming from their attorneys is online.
Sure, and that's a great question. And that's one of the suggestions that we always advise clients is you want to make sure that you're documenting everything. Document the activities and the communications that you have, not just with your spouse or your ex-spouse, but also with teachers, healthcare professionals, other family members, because this will show that you're not only compliant with any custody agreement or court order, but also that you're demonstrating you want to remain a vital part of your child's life. Another factor you want to take into consideration when you're documenting is make sure that in this documentation you're being consistent with the communication with the other parent when you're dealing with the school. You want to know what the reopening plan is. You want to know what the education plan is for your child, and make sure that you have these discussions with your spouse or your ex-spouse, but also make sure that it's documented too, so there's hopefully no issues that can arise.
Well, a lot of parents are concerned about abuse either with a spouse, ex-spouse, or maybe even a professional caregiver. With social distancing and either shared or one of the other parents has most of the custody, how can parents look for signs of abuse and neglect in their kids?
You want to make sure that you're having open and honest discussions with your children. You want to be able to make sure that you can foster that open line of communication. And if there is any concern that's brought to your attention, or if you see anything that may cause concern or raise a red flag, talk to a healthcare professional. Also talk to an attorney to see what can be done and what can be done immediately. Because in that situation that you described, that's a very unique and scary situation, especially considering the pandemic that we're in, when we're faced with certain challenges that courts may be closed or they may have restricted time or hours, and we want to make sure that we're getting this information presented from the judge as quickly and as timely as possible.
Well, Daniel, you gave us a ton of tips before this interview, and we're going to post them all, if that's okay with you, on fox2now.com. Daniel Cuneo, thank you so much for joining us. We learned a lot today.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
And we'll be right back with more Fox 2 News, 9 a.m.